Thanks for the support as a channel member, Grant Charman. Well, we didn't expect to be here at the start of the season. It's Champions League semi-final day against Bayern Munich. Hello and welcome to Club 3, part 18 of Non-League to Legend. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we have both legs of the Champions League semi-final for you against Bayern Munich. Since you were last with me, we've won again in the league, and we've also booked ourselves a spot in the FA Cup final. We played Bournemouth in the FA Cup final at the end of the season. Or will it be the end of the season? Will we be sneaking a Champions League final in there as well? And we're looking okay for getting into the Champions League through the league. It's still a little bit touch and go. We're 2 points ahead of Liverpool, 4 ahead of Wolves, but we have a game in hand over Wolves, Tottenham and Peterborough well off the pace now. So it's really just between probably the three of us. Man City will probably think they're safe, although we've got a game in hand over them. But we do need to make sure we stay ahead of Liverpool. So there's still everything to play for in the league, but we're taking our eye off the league a little bit today and just focusing on that Champions League and this unlikely run we've had through to the semi-final. And if we do manage to make it past Bayern Munich, it's then an all-English final. Manchester United, Manchester City are the other semi-final. They're 1-1 from their first leg. So I'd got to say advantage Manchester City from there. Although if you look back at that Premier League table again, it seems United are definitely the better side. So even if we get through to the final with two teams who are clearly better than us to potentially play when we get there, if we get there, then it's still not a foregone conclusion that we win the thing, which means we do need to still do well in the league as well. This competing on all fronts nonsense, it's exhausting. So this is the team we're putting out for Bayern Munich in the first leg. We are at home in the first leg, so a reversal of how things worked against Barcelona, which means we can't mess things up in the first leg like we did against them. So we're going with Gilo in goal, a back four of Saka, Gabriel, Asante and Tamea, Martinez and Barrow midfield, Magno, Pedri and Camara supporting João Pedro up front. We're in this for the funsies at this point, really. I don't think anyone genuinely expected us to make it this far. I certainly assumed that our run would be coming to an end when we drew Barcelona. But then after what Barcelona did to us in that first leg, it was pretty clear that our Champions League run was done. We had that remarkable second half in the second leg, the likes of which we're probably never going to see again. And now we've got to try and navigate our way past a Bayern Munich side that we're playing in my first matches since the FM21 winter data update. So I don't even know if my tactic works anymore. I don't know if they've fiddled with the match engine. I don't know if they've changed the balance of which tactics work in which ways. We might find that we don't work anymore. We might find that suddenly we're better than we were before. But either way, we're kind of hitting that learning part again, that learning phase that you get every time a new major update to the game comes out. Except we're doing it in a Champions League semi-final. It'll be fine. Barrow charging through the middle of the pitch, runs straight into the Bayern player, but it ends up back with Magno, who finds João Pedro, who I thought he'd had a fortuitous deflection to poke it through, but unfortunately he's the guy who would have been poked, and he was the one playing the pass as well. Saka proving he's a real left-back there. Maybe that's the big thing on the new update. Maybe Saka will be a left-back now. Pedro with the cross finds Camara, and there's our first goal. Listen to Mr. Confident. Our first goal, Rui Camara, a 21st goal of the season for him. I've said it before, and I will continue to say it. That boy, spectacular signing. He's still only 22, I think, might be 23 now, and he is a goal machine off this right wing. He's a Portuguese goal machine off the right wing who's good in the air. He's young. I'm thinking we've got to start playing him up front before he's moved to Real Madrid, haven't we? Have we got the new Cristiano Ronaldo in our side? Because I can certainly live with that. He is scoring a ridiculous number of goals for us from these wide areas. We might have to train him to play up front. I know regens aren't a thing in FM anymore, but he feels like a Ronaldo regen rather than an actual new gen. João Pedro doing very well to force the corner, and it's going to be Saka to come across and take it, looking for that in swing. We know how well Saka can hit a corner, but That time it is cleared by the Bayern defenders, and it ends up with Magno, who shoots from the edge of the area. But it's a pretty poor shot, goes straight into the defender who stood about 2 yards away from him, and the move just kind of breaks down. It's difficult for me to know what is a good result in this tie or in this game, because that's got to be a penalty. We'll come back to speculation in a second. Camera has definitely been fouled. The player's gone straight through him from behind. The question is, was he in the area or not? He certainly ended up outside of the area, but the foul, I think there's an argument the foul took place just inside the penalty area, but we'll see what the referee's got to say about it. And if it's outside of the area, I'm thinking red card, the way he's come through him from behind like that. And it's not a penalty. Send the guy off then, ref. He's gone through him from behind. You've got to be sending him off here. He's talking to him. He's just calming him down. Not even a yellow. Ridiculous. I feel very hard done by. Look where that ball is. Saka with the in-swinger, and it's cleared relatively easily, and we have to look to build again. But yeah, as I was saying, I don't really know what a good result is in this first leg. I guess any kind of win is a good result. Any kind of clean sheet is a good result, but I don't really know how good Bayern are compared to Barcelona, and I don't know what we're likely to face in an away leg against them. We've already had some very tricky away ties in the Champions League this year. We got battered by Barcelona. We also lost away from home against Celtic. We struggled against Dortmund in the group stages as well. So it's difficult to bank on anything but a defeat in the away leg, which means a 1-0 in the home leg might not be enough. And that's assuming we can hold on to this 1-0. Camera is shattered, so we're going to take him off. We've got Carlos Alberto to come on, so I'm going to ignore my assistant manager and just bring Carlos Alberto on to play on that right wing. Winger for winger, much more so. I know, as much as I love Almada, this is definitely a situation for Alberto. Magno is not playing particularly well, but Pedri is tired, so Almada can come on for him. I think I actually might make the third change. I'm going to bring Delap on for a Magno who's not playing very well. Get Pedro out onto the wing, get Delap up front, and we've got to be pushing for another goal, I think, because 1-0 just doesn't feel like enough, and 1-0 also has the danger of Bayern could go and equalise and then really, really take control of the tie, even though we've been by far the better team in this first leg. Almada playing it forward, looking for the runner Delap. He's overhit it a little bit though, but it ends up back with Saka. So the move continues. Saka charging down the left, trying to get into a crossing position, using his pace and tricky dribbling to get the cross in, and it ends up with Barrow from the clearance. Alberto playing it into Delap, and Delap scores, and that's exactly what we brought him on for. A 24th goal of the season from Delap, 2 substitutes combining. Alberto playing the ball through for Delap, and 2-0 is starting to feel like a very pleasant scoreline for us. If we can now stop Bayern scoring in these last 15 minutes or so, that'd be lovely. And of course, if we could grab a third, that'd be even lovelier. Bayern not had a shot on target yet in this entire game. It'll be interesting to see how they adjust the game management stuff that we've talked about in some of the previous rounds. Now they're 2-0 down and we'll probably be thinking an away goal here would be nice. Are they going to push on and try and get one? Or are they just going to carry on letting us have so much of the ball? What they're actually going to do is just know we're going to make a dumb mistake and they can score with their first shot. Oh, dear. So Sané on the left-hand side. Tamea gets it, but then Martinez, terrible pass. It's Martinez has got takes all the blame here. Tries to play a 1-2 with Tamea, who's got a man on him, and just plays the ball back terribly. And one mistake, and we've given away a goal. And we've got too much of that in us still at the moment. We've seen, oh my word. I'll get back to being critical in a second. Barrow's just scored an absolute worldie. What a goal. What an immediate reply. I still think 2-0 would have been better than 3-1, but 3-1's an awful lot better than 2-1. Tamea playing it across to Barrow, who just takes a couple of touches, has a little look, and decides, I'm sticking this in that top corner, and there's nothing anybody is going to be able to do to stop me from doing it. That is a lovely goal, and does potentially give us back the advantage, I would say, maybe at 3-1. I don't know. Are we capable of avoiding... I mean, a 2-0 defeat in the next game and we're still out. I think we've definitely got a 2-0 defeat in us. But we'll have to see. We'll see how it works out. Like I was saying, we've got too many of those silly errors in us. If we can go to Germany and avoid making a silly error, we might just be able to book a Champions League final spot. 2-0 win over Aston Villa keeps us very much in the mix for the Champions League spots. Liverpool, in fact, they've played another game since then. Oh, they dropped points. Lovely stuff. So we're now same amount of games played as Liverpool, a 4-point gap. We have to do something dumb to mess up from here. We should be safe for the Champions League again next year. The question is, will we even be playing the save next year? Let's see if we can end up in the Champions League final and maybe go and win the thing. This is the team for the second leg. We've got Gilo in goal, a back four of Saka, Gabriel, Tomea and Williams, Carlos Alberto and Barrow in midfield, Magno, Almada and Camara supporting João Pedro up front. As you can see, we're starting to accumulate tired legs again. Asante, Martinez, Pedri, Gascon, all tired. Quaresma's injured. Remy's still injured. We need more players, but we've got a good team, and I wonder if we've got what it takes to make our way past Bayern Munich. And we don't know which Manchester team it will be in the final because they play tomorrow. Because we got the short straw. We played on the Wednesday last week and the Tuesday this week with a game in between. Them rascals got to play on the Tuesday last week and the Wednesday this week. How is that fair? I don't know what Bayern's schedule has been like, but I feel like I've been shortchanged a little bit by fixture scheduling. Camera gets it, nicks the ball back from the throw in there, kicks it forward, and I don't know why this is a highlight. So I suspect there's going to be a goal coming from it one way or the other. But the ball forward is collected by Gilo. And again, not really sure why this is a highlight unless we're about to do something dumb or score a wonder goal that we build up from the back here. It's with Saka on the left-hand side, and we know he can just get his head down and run. This is his big strength as a left-back, charging forward, but couldn't quite get past his man and get the cross in, but plays it into the path of Barrow, who crosses the camera, and my word, that might be the most important goal of the entire save so far. We've got an away goal. It's Rui Camera again. The man is ridiculous. And it's on the night. Bayern Munich 0, Arsenal 1. It's 4-1 to us on aggregate now. And we have got to be feeling confident at this point. Bayern Munich have now lost their away goal advantage. They're behind in the tie, behind on the night, and very much have it all to do. They cannot afford to be typical passive AI in these kind of situations. It's going to be very interesting how the new major update to FM21 to see if that has any impact on how the AI responds to situations like this. At the moment, they don't seem to be responding particularly positively. I think that just showed me that Camera's picked up a knock. Oh, he's not injured, he's just tired. We're going to give him another 15 minutes then. We can't afford to be making too many changes just yet, because the obvious thing to do there is to stick Alberto out on the right, but that would involve bringing on Martinez, who is also struggling a little bit with fitness. So we've got to continue to try and manage the players' fitness levels as well as I can, but Camera is not going to be able to last on this pitch for much longer. Although looking at the Bayern team, they're also very, very tired. Magno, with the headed clearance again, the last time we had a weird piece of defending like this, it ended up leading to a goal for us, but it's still Bayern Munich who've got the ball at the moment. And we've got 35, 40 minutes left in this tie. Bayern must know at this point they've got to start sticking some goals away. And Gilo with a fantastic save. His positioning might be a little bit iffy at times, but his shot stopping is right up there with some of the best I've seen in FM ever. Gilo is a proper shot stopper, and it is beautiful to witness. Right, we are going to take Camera off now because he is tired. So Alberto can go forward, and then we can bring Martinez on into midfield. I think we're also going to take off Magno as well. Stick Pedro out there, get Delap on up front, and just try and keep the energy levels in those wide areas, because as Bayern push forward, there's going to be more and more opportunities for them to hit them with counter-attacks. And to be able to do that, we need fit and fresh players out in those wide areas. Alberto heads it clear from the corner, and then someone else, I didn't see who it was, headed it clear again, but it's come straight back at us. Bayern have got the ball in the back of the net, but I think the referee is disallowing it. He's heading to VAR Come on, we all love VAR around here. And the goal's disallowed. That's big. I mean, we're getting closer and closer now. I mean, he's well offside as well. We are getting closer and closer to the promised land, boys and girls. Barrow is now tiring. It's a coin flip, really, between Barrow or Pedro, I think, who's going to come off. Barrow seems to be tiring the most. So Tommy Doyle can come on for him. And we're exercising this strength in depth again. 15 minutes remaining, and it's a header from Bayern that is just over. And they are getting some chances, and they are squandering them. And we've now just got to hold on for another 10 minutes. But, oh, that's not good. I was about to do my victory speech, and now João Pedro's gone off injured. Almada can go out onto the left, but we're down to 10 men for these next 8 minutes or so of having to cling on. And I know the comment section is screaming at me to drop back to a more conservative tactic here. You know, it's not my way. We defend by attacking, and Delap is trying to demonstrate that for us now, and he does. That is the goal that books us our spot in the Champions League final. Liam Delap's 25th for the season. He did it all on his own. We don't even get we are getting a replay. I thought we weren't getting a replay. But Delap's picked that up in his own half. He's beaten one man there. He's just used his pace to get past everybody else. And then he's hits it really hard right down the middle of the goal. The Bayern goalkeeper is probably going to be a little disappointed that he's let that go past him, but I couldn't care less. It's 2-0 to Arsenal, 5-1 on aggregate. We are in the Champions League final. Now we just need to find out who we're going to be playing between Manchester United and Manchester City. Pedro is probably going to miss that final, which is very sad. We've qualified for the Club World Championship. That's an interesting thing, because that might be a reason to keep the save going, even if we win the Champions League. You know how much? 9 saves from Gilo, by the way. What a signing he's turned out to be. He's had a few iffy moments, but he's just put in an absolute match-winning performance there. Goodness me. Right, let's just jump forward. I want to see who we're going to play in the final. We don't want to see any of this. Come on. Give me a final. Give me a final. Who are we playing? It's, the tension. Right. Can we just do the game now? So it's Manchester City 1, Manchester United 1 from the first leg. City are at home with that away goal as well. And it is Manchester City on penalties who we're going to face in the Champions League final. And I mean, they're beatable. They are the preferable opponent. Manchester City, currently 3rd in the Premier League, only 5 points ahead of us, and we've got a game in hand. Well, we could be winning the Champions League here, boys and girls. But first, we've got to make sure we qualify for it again. So tomorrow's episode will be the final couple of games of the league season as we look to qualify for for next season's Champions League. The next day, we'll then have the FA Cup final and the Champions League final. Non-League to Legend could be ending in 2 days' time. And I am absolutely not prepared for whatever save is going to come next if it does. I'm not panicking. You're panicking. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.